How to make passive income by staking. Well, the world of cryptocurrency sure is growing. You would not believe how many and more people are getting involved every day in various ways, from playing play-to-earn games to collecting, creating, and selling NFTs, to lending and staking their currency to earn passive income. And it's exactly that element of things that we're going to be talking about today. Many people still aren't sure how to make passive income by staking, so let's go into everything you need to know. Overview. Okay, so everybody knows by this point, especially if you are watching this, that cryptocurrency is here to stay. However, many folks think that they have missed the boat when it comes to getting involved, with Bitcoin's price in the tens of thousands, Ethereum 2.0 requiring a doctorate degree in Googling stuff to understand the difference between proof of work and proof of stake, and a sea of altcoins vying for the fourth place behind XRP. We've heard plenty of stories about hodlers who got in on the ground floor and stuck it out to make insane amounts of money. We're talking hundreds of thousands, millions, hundreds of millions of dollars on just tiny investments over a long time. Plenty of people just didn't stick at it or stuck up their noses at the idea of Bitcoin and crypto. Of course, yes, many of them now regret these decisions and curse the day they decided to not get involved. But it's also worth remembering that a decade ago, the infrastructure to make cryptocurrency accessible to the common normie was absolutely non-existent. Most people thought you probably had to get onto the dark web to even find out what Bitcoin really was. But the good news is, the infrastructure does now exist, and there is a plethora of ways for people who weren't born in the Matrix to get involved, and staking your cryptocurrency into crypto lending platforms is one of, if not the simplest. But first, let's go over a few of the ways that people make money from crypto and explain some of the basics. Lending crypto. In essence, lending crypto is the same as lending cash. The borrower pays interest to the lender, but in this case, the loan gets secured by crypto assets in an amount higher than the amount that's borrowed. You're going to have to keep up now because here's an example. If you deposit Bitcoin and decide to borrow fiat currency, that's real-world money to me and you can do so on various marketplaces online, where they will pay a fixed interest rate, like a high-yield savings account. Then they lend those assets out to borrowers who can make higher returns on them. Crypto lending is attractive because it makes sure you get passive income by avoiding the extremely volatile nature of the crypto market. Also, the interest rates can be very good for you, like on one lender platform, BlockFi, where you can earn almost 8% for depositing your Bitcoin on their platform. They would then let others use your Bitcoin and pay you interest in return. There are plenty of other platforms too, like Gemini or Celsius, which are very popular outside the US. This method is best for people who are happy to hold their crypto for long periods of time. You can use apps like Compound or Aave that link to crypto wallet apps like Coinbase or Binance. These services will allow you to compare and pick the rates you want, and then they will invest your money. You can sit back and watch the interest trickle in. Mining and staking. One of the terms that make people scratch their heads is when you say the phrase mining crypto, because as a concept, it's extremely vague. People don't really understand how to produce tokens on the internet because they don't have an actual physical presence. Well, if they can wrap their minds around that, then they can also understand the concept that mining is the original way to make passive income with cryptocurrency. It involves using a heck of a lot of computing power, usually from a high-end graphics card, to solve complex math problems in order to verify transactions that are made using the currency, upon success of which the cryptographic expert is required to share back proof of work and demonstrate the solution. In exchange, they are rewarded with a unit of the currency. With Bitcoin, this became more and more intense because of the limited supply and the incredibly high conversion against the dollar, not to mention the fact that it is extremely energy inefficient. Because of this, a different model, proof of stake, or POS, has become the popular alternative, especially for Ethereum, the number 2 network behind Bitcoin that is revamping its entire operation to support staking. Staking is another way to generate passive income via cryptocurrency. Rather than having to perform arbitrarily complex calculations which use absurd amounts of energy, stakers are incentivized for picking out trustworthy validators and helping the blockchain that way. For the people who have cryptocurrency to spare, and lucky them that they do, they possess the option to stake their tokens, and when they do, they're basically lending the coins to the network to validate transactions. In exchange for lending your coins and helping validate, the network rewards you with more coins back, kind of like how you get interest on your savings when you deposit them into the bank. The coins you stake are used for other various purposes too, like creating liquidity that helps speed up the buying of currencies on the network. How to get into it? To start staking, you'll need to own one of the POS cryptocurrencies, and these are the only ones you can stake. Of course, as the model is growing more and more popular because of its efficiency, you have many choices like Solana, Cardano, Terra, Polkadot, or Tezos. As stated, Ethereum will be joining the model proper soon, but right now it can actually be staked. Choosing the right coin is highly important for the staking process, and a common mistake is choosing one that only offers huge rewards. This is designed specifically to be tempting, but quite often these prove to be terrible investments that get nuked in price. You should only buy a cryptocurrency if you are reasonably sure it will be a good long-term investment, so look at staking as the icing on the cake rather than the dough. Next, you're going to want to take your time and choose the right platform on which to buy your cryptocurrency. The reason to slow down here is because not every currency platform lets you stake your crypto. At the moment, most payment apps that sell crypto don't offer staking and won't let you transfer the crypto that you buy from their platforms. So you'd be screwed then. However, you can use some of the best options that are around, and they're easy to get into as well. These are platforms like Binance, Coinbase, and Kraken, and each of these exchanges offers staking with at least some of the supported currencies, so you shouldn't have much trouble staking your crypto with just a few taps or clicks. You also have the choice to transfer your crypto elsewhere if you want to. Of course, part of the staking process is dependent on where you bought the crypto and, of course, the one you chose. If you picked an exchange that supports staking crypto, then you will almost certainly find that it has a staking option somewhere on your portfolio page. You can always use the help guides or Google to find out what you need to do. But you have another option too, and these are what are called staking pools. These are effectively groups of investors that have pooled their assets together to share the stake and share the rewards. There are literally hundreds of groups like this that you can join and find helpful associates to guide you through the process, and then you just need to share your crypto to a group wallet and then wait for your money to arrive. Conclusion. So, as we've seen, there are a variety of ways that enable you to get the most out of your cryptocurrency investment without scaring you half to death with needless, senseless jargon. While some are happy to drain enough energy to power a small farm on mining, others are starting to seriously make major gains through the process of staking their holdings and getting their rewards. Staking cryptocurrency is pretty much a straightforward process, especially now that such a burst of infrastructure has emerged over the last few years. With multiple platforms to choose from, multiple options of currency and staking or lending, there are plenty of ways to make passive income from even a quite small cryptocurrency investment. Whatever you do, remain vigilant and only do what feels right for you.